We are ready to rock with turn 11. My entire family is going to be gone this weekend. Well, tonight. My wife is going down to visit my oldest daughter. My 21-year-old son is going to see some friends. And then my youngest son, my 16-year-old, is going to spend the night at a friend's house tonight. So I could be up till like 3, 4 in the morning doing this because I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. So I might post a few more tonight. We'll see. So looking through a couple of things. One of the things I was trying to figure out is, okay, we just finished turn 10. If you remember, turn 7, the beach terrace, the landing beach terrace hexes were bulldozed. So we could get across those. And then at turn 10, all of the terrace is bulldozed. But what about the bluff hex sides that are in the terrace? Are they bulldozed too? I don't know. So I looked in the rules and I couldn't find anything on that about those being bulldozed. It just says terrace. I guess I'm going to assume that they're not, and that you got to get around them, or maybe I should assume that they are. And so you can move freely along the beach. That makes more sense if they bulldozed, that they've also bulldozed any bluff hex sides. So we'll see if it comes into play. And then the other thing that I want to bring up is something I've been doing incorrectly, that as I was flipping through, I noticed. All right, so looking in under stacking penalties. All right. Actually right above stacking penalties. So it says, there's no limit to the number of steps or units that may occupy a hex. However, the number of units can effectively, hex is limited. It talks about stacking and disrupting, whatever. If you move up here in stacking units, right here it says important. You cannot voluntarily exceed the stacking limits outlined in 7.5.2 in hexes adjacent to enemy units. If such a situation occurs, all units in the stack are disrupted. You cannot voluntarily exceed the stacking limits next to a Japanese position. You cannot voluntarily exceed the stacking limits next to a Japanese position, or they are all disrupted. I have not been doing that, obviously. It's a big miss on my part, but as I'm contemplating that and I'm thinking it through, how the heck else are you supposed to hit Suribachi? If I can't move more than 2 units in there, if I can't then I can't assault them. So it is weird. I mean, it's hard enough as it is. I'm playing this game through to try to reach the end. If that helps me win the game a little bit quicker, so be it. It's still hard. I'm still getting hit. I'm still strategizing. I'm still doing all these things. I'm playing that rule wrong. And honestly, the next time I play this, I might just go ahead and play that rule wrong again. Because otherwise, I don't see how with only 4 positions that are next to Suribachi that you can even get into. And with Suribachi being 6 units high to start out, how do you move enough units in there and get them so that they're not hit, so that you can attack in there and reveal that guy? I don't know. I mean, people have play tested this, so I'm assuming they've been able to do it. I guess my finite brain can't wrap my head around how you would. So be it. All right, I'm getting that rule wrong. Maybe, in my mind, it's a rule that maybe should be changed. So that's just my opinion. Yeah, so other than that, we're on turn 11. We're in the afternoon phase, so there's no HQ phase, and we still have this unit, or this event here that carries over, which is the heavy mortar fire. So if I draw an M on the Japanese action phase, then I'm going to have to take that into consideration, and 1 extra unit is going to get hit. So let's hope I do not draw an M, and then I don't have to worry about that event. So that said, that's my little spiel to start this out. We're ready to start game turn 11. All right, so there is nobody landing. However, game turn 12, the 21st Regiment is coming in, and 2 engineer units from the 3rd Division. So it just says 2 engineer units. It doesn't say which ones, so I'm just going to grab A and B. We'll put them over here. And then we got the entirety of the 21st Division. So I've got, and you can't see me doing this here, but I'm grabbing my stacks from over there on the sheet. So I've got 121, I've got 221, and I've got 321, and I've got the heavy weapons unit, which will come in with the engineers. So I got some backups coming in. So I'm thinking that they're probably, when they come in, they're going to come in down over here. Or I might send them in the middle and just send them on a rush straight up the middle of Sector 2 and then start heading towards the northern end or even the middle section. We'll see. Yeah, I haven't planned that far ahead. But there we go. They're coming in. I'm going to set them up so that they'll come in next turn. They're not going to take any artillery because the artillery no longer has a focus on the landing beach or the beach itself. They're focusing on the airport. So there we go. That is amphibious phase. We do not have an HQ phase. So we're going to roll into the first event phase. Now, wouldn't it be lovely if I get a hero? I don't have a hero yet. And it just feels weird that I'm on the 11th turn of the game and I haven't gotten a hero. I don't know how many of these cards have hero events on them. But it doesn't seem like there's many. So anyway, what's my event? Alright, landing beach congestion. That was 219, so that doesn't happen. So 220, heavy mortar fire. Okay, we already have that. We had that from the last event. So, I mean, I don't think it'll double up, right? So, I mean, it's pretty much it. I mean, the event is on the next event phase, then heavy mortar fire. Well, we already have one that was after, or the Japanese fire phase, excuse me. We already have one that's after the Japanese fire. Well, anyway, so I'm thinking that's not going to happen. All right, I'm going to pause for a second. All right, sorry, that was my son's girlfriend just dropped by to pick him up. Sun is fading, so turn the light on, and we're ready to continue. So that was our event. It's kind of a non-event because one already exists. So now we have to hope that we don't draw an M action. Seems like a lot of these cards have M actions, so see if we get lucky. We did. Oh my gosh, we got tank and tank. Tank and tank. Ooh, and the black will do the tank action if I have any, or the armor action if I have any armor in the area. That would be bad because I don't think we have really any purple that can hit me. And black might be able to. Except maybe, you know what, I think my tanks are 3 away from everything. So I might be okay. Alright, well, there we go. But all my blacks are disrupted anyway. So that doesn't matter. Blacks aren't going to act, period. So let's take care of that. Black, undisrupted. Black, undisrupted. So that's that. Hang on a sec. Alright, my family may still be away, but they still know my phone number. Alright, so blacks don't fire, don't have any actions, don't do whatever. So purples. Purple, got nothing over here. Got a blue up there. Here's a purple. Do I have anybody in field of fire? Yes, I do. Just these guys. It's a diamond, and I don't have a diamond there. So no purple hit. All right, so no black, no purple. That's a good start. All right, now blue. Blue R action. Whoa, I almost dropped my... almost dropped this. Alright, so we got resupply, we got redeploy, we got reinforce. So resupply, if I have occupied an infield of fire, place a depth marker and then fire. Well, this blue is disrupted, so all he's going to do is lose his disruption. He's got a depth marker anyway. We got no blue positions over here that are occupied. We have one blue position over here. He is within 3, but he is not, doesn't have anybody in his field of fire. So that would end up being a redeploy. Move 1 unit closer to an empty position hex and fire. This is what I was hoping was not going to happen. Although, yeah, because I think he's going to move into that black position, which really sucks. Redeploy, occupy position with no units in field of fire. Moves to the next position within 3 hexes of a current position with units near and fires. Fires using the previous color. What does that mean? Wrote my own note, don't know what that means. So does that mean with the black position it means I'm firing with blue? Because he's going to move into that black position, and that's not ideal. So maybe I should have tried to move in there. And that's the other thing is I discovered as I was looking through here that when you try to occupy a black position, when you're trying to move in, it's not draw one, and if it's a color within 3 hexes, it's you draw a separate card and then use the color of the landing symbol. So like if I was to draw this card, if I was moving into a black position, I would draw this card and say, all right, yellow, I don't want to see yellow, and then I would draw the next card, and then if it's a yellow, then I get hit. If it's not a yellow, then I can move in. So that's what it is. It's not the surrounding, it's the landing symbol. All right, so R action, resupply. Is it resupply? Is that what I'm doing? Redeploy. Redeploy, eligible position, occupied position with no units in field of fire. That's that one. Japanese unit in the position hex redeploys to an unoccupied position hex within 3 hexes. That's the black position of its current position. Destination position. Move it to it. Move it and its depth marker. There's not a depth marker, so that's okay. If more than one occupied position, okay. After redeploying, any U.S. units are in the newly occupied position's field of fire. Conduct fire regardless of the color of the new position. Okay, that's what I meant there. Regardless of the color of the new position. So I don't know what the heck I wrote, but I don't think I wrote that. Where's the lettered actions? Okay, here we go. What did I write? Use previous color. I don't even know what that means. Alright, I'll correct that later. Alright, so he moves over and he fires. I guess what that means, yeah, he's going to fire and I'm going to use blue. So that's within 3, it's near U.S. units, so he has come in there. It's got to be within communication, right? And it is because of this. So technically he would kind of come and he'd sneak into the position here and then he'd run over here and he'd fire at me. So there he goes. So it's blue, right? It's the previous position. So I got to not see a blue. There's a blue. Okay, so he hits me. He hits one of my units. It's a blue diamond. So he's gonna, okay, there's a diamond. That's my heavy weapons. There's a diamond. Okay. Whoa. I think I'm gonna hit this diamond down here because I think that will be the least, I don't want to say least useful, but I'm planning on using the guy up there. I have no idea what color I'm on. Okay, those were green, so I guess I'm on the yellow side. Okay. So he gets hit, he gets disrupted. Alright, so that wasn't fun. I should have probably taken that position last turn when I had the chance. Now I gotta defeat another guy. Okay, that's alright. The more guys I defeat, then the better it's going to be at the end of the game as I'm moving through. Alright, so that's blue. I got no other blues there. I've got an empty blue position here. And so that is the third R action, which is reinforce. Place a reserve unit with a depth marker. Sector 1 has no more reserve units. Ha. So that one can't resupply or reinforce. So that's blue. Green, no letters. This is actually, it's not a bad card because it's just firing. Two of them don't have letter actions. So as long as I don't have tanks near them, I'm okay. And I don't think I have any greens. There's no greens there. There's no greens up in Sector 2. And then I have no greens near me over here. So that green doesn't do anything. So, I mean, that empty position isn't going to do anything because it's not a letter action. So this is not a bad card. Yeah, I got that guy coming over here in the black. That sucked. But other than that, nothing really happened. So I like it. I like it a lot. I'll put it over here on the fire card. So there was no M action. So this event didn't happen. Now we got another event. Heroism, please. Oh, caves. Okay, this is new. And this is actually one of the sections of the rules I haven't bothered really reading too much about yet. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to look at that rule and I'm going to see what in the world I have to do for that. So this is interesting. Caves. So I place one cave marker. Cave is placed in a non-position hex next to any hilltop position that is still Japanese occupied. Now, the rules say one Japanese unit and depth marker, but that's a mistake, especially because down here it says no actual Japanese unit is ever placed with a cave hex. So that was a typo that was addressed in the Q&A or somewhere. So just a depth marker. The cave, so it's going to be unrevealed until attacked by a U.S. unit. Cave projects intense field of fire only into adjacent hexes and no field of fire into any others. Cave fires only when close combated, conducted as infiltration fire. No actual Japanese unit is ever placed in cave hex. When close combated, treat the depth marker as though it was an elite unit. I guess that means it retreats when it's defeated. Resolve close combat normally. When you barrage a cave, draw 2 cards so I can figure out the cave's color. Cave is not a fortification, no additional benefit. So it's basically, it just creates another position hex. Is what it does, and it has a depth marker. So it's going to be in a non-position hex next to any hilltop position that is still Japanese occupied. I mean, I guess that's Suribachi. I think that's the only hilltop that I have in play right now. Doesn't say where to put it. Just says next to a hilltop. If all cave markers are in play, okay. Yeah, so it's just next to a unit. Okay, so here's what we do. I got my cave here, and it's going to go next to a hilltop, which again, the only hilltop in play is Suribachi, so I guess that means it goes there. Because that's already a position hex. So yeah, I guess it's going to go there. And, you know, it makes sense. It's in a mountain. There'd be a cave. And then we get a depth marker. It's the last depth marker in Sector 1. So I guess that's good news because then this guy won't get a depth marker. And it's only adjacent and it will only attack when I close combat it. Now, does that mean... Okay, here's the thing. I guess I interpret that as being... I can barrage it, and if the barrage says eliminate a depth marker, I eliminate that depth marker. And then it's gone. So I can just barrage the snot out of it. Although it's unrevealed. So yeah, I guess I can't barrage. Projects intense field of fire. So can I get next to it and fire normally? It just says cave only fires when close combated. So if I get next to it and just shoot at it, it'll reveal it, and then I can barrage it and get rid of it. So it doesn't seem like that's going to be too big of a deal. I don't even have to worry about it until I hit everything else. I can just kind of skirt around it and leave it there and then hit it last if I want to, because it's only going to fire at me when I close combat it. So that actually, that's not horrible, because it got rid of the last depth marker, and yeah, so as I defeat everything else in there, I'll move in and eventually I'll take that. So, all right, caves. What do you know? Okay, U.S. action phase. Here we go. Here's us. Okay, so we want to barrage this guy again. We want to get rid of that fort. And then we want to barrage him again and reveal the other fort. Yeah. So I got my tanks here. They can't hit him. I'm not close enough. Why did I not move those tanks? Or did I move them down the beach and now they're here? Probably. But I think I have 2 stacks of tanks. I got this stack right there, which I just blew all over the place. And then I have this stack here. They're both within 3 of the big hilltop. So we're going to need to barrage that with the tanks and smack the hilltop. Now I only gained naval and artillery points in the morning. So all I've got left is 1 naval point. I probably want to save that. I don't need it right now, I don't think. But I've also got regular artillery that I can attack with or barrage. I've only used 3 points of 5th Division. I haven't used any for 4th Division. So I can use those to supplement my attacks. Okay, so these guys here. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna barrage first, and I'm gonna knock this whole stack over. My stack that's not supposed to be here because I cheated and I didn't obey the rules, because there's so many rules and I missed that one. But I'm trying to hit every other rule okay. There's a few things where I'm like, don't like that, not gonna do it. But yeah, so that's one of them. That's one of those where I'm like, this is my strategy. This is how I decided I'm gonna do it. If I didn't decide on that strategy, I don't know how the heck I would have done it. All right, I'm done harping on that. That's taken up valuable video time. All right, so we're going to barrage that with these tanks, and then we're going to barrage it again with these tanks, trying to take out this last piece of fortification and then move down to the next one and trying to hit that one. All right, so we're going to go with, and let me move this unit underneath for a little bit. Well, I'm gonna slide him off like that just so I can see the tank underneath, because I don't want to forget that unit is there. I might be able to move him or do something with him. All right, so I'm going to use circle as my tank symbol. So I want to get a color that's around the black, and I want to get a circle. Is there a color there around? Because there's all those colors around. Maybe for the barrage I have to do that. Draw a card, look at the landing, and then and then draw another card. I don't know. Wait a minute. Let me look. So here it is. Japanese black position group. Close combat or barrage. Draw a separate card. Use the landing color to determine the fire color. So apparently I've been doing that wrong. I don't know how many times that came up. I can't remember how many times I barraged with it. Oh, I moved these guys over here. I can't remember how many times I've barraged the black positions with tanks. I know I have. And over here, I don't think it's as big of a deal because there's really only 3 colors surrounding it. And so, 6 of one, half a dozen the other. Drew color is 50% shot. Drew another color, or drew, whatever. I don't think percentage-wise it's a big deal. Over here, maybe a little bit bigger because there's more colors surrounding. I may have done that wrong, but it seems like I naval fired that thing a lot more. No, I did barrage it with tanks, and that's the only way I was going to get the 6+. So I screwed up. Maybe the next time I play this game, I'll get that right, and it won't be as easy for me in here because maybe I won't stack these, and maybe I won't do the barrage. So apparently, I'm having an easier time than the Marines taking Suribachi. I'm sorry. It's still hard. It's still hard. It's still a lot of strategy. It's still a lot of figuring out. So it's still fun. And even though I've messed up the rules, so be it. So, all right. So that said, I'm going to use circle as my tank symbol. And I need to look at the landing to see what color I'm looking for. All right, so the landing is green. So I'll put that here. I need to see a green on here. I'd like to see a green circle on here so I can disrupt and knock out that fortification. I got a green circle. Okay, so good. All right, so that's a 6+. It's an 8, so I don't have to reduce the strength. I got the barraging symbol and the fire color, so I disrupt the entire stack. I knock out the artillery, which I already have. I destroy the depth marker. I don't think I've had that happen on the hilltop position yet. I don't think I've gotten an exact match on the hilltop yet. And then I have a chance for possible fortification hit. So this depth marker that we had revealed is destroyed. That knocks the size of that down to 5. I put my depth marker over there, and then when we do culling, I've got 4 depths and 2 of them will go away, assuming I don't get any more depth. All right, so now though I'm looking for, so here's the card that I just drew. So now I'm wanting the landing symbol to match this. It's like the opposite of what I just did, I think. Yeah, I think that's right. All right, so I want a purple, I want a green, I want a brown. And I got a red. All right, so unfortunately that fortification is still there. Yeah, the fortification is still there, but I've disrupted the whole stack again. So that's a good thing. And I got another group of tanks that I can utilize. So those tanks are used, and let's hope I don't knock them everywhere as I tilt them. And then I got these tanks under here. Gosh, this is so precarious. And so I got a triangle on top. So I want to see a green triangle. I'm going to go ahead and stick with green as my color. So I'll grab this. Yeah, I guess just green is my color. So I want to see a green. I want to see a green triangle, and I got neither. All right, so that is what it is. At least he's disrupted, and I took out the depth marker. So a little bit of attrition here and there. I'll take it. You know what I just realized? That's awesome. My fire card didn't have any of these colors. So they're all still disrupted. I mean, I had to redisrupt the black, but none of those colors undisrupted. So I got that going for me, which is nice. So next action, I got to start moving in on these guys. So that is a 3. He's doubled in the, or I'm halved, I guess, into the rocks. So that means in order to kill him, I need 18 strength, half to 9, with a radio and a machine gun. Then there's this guy who needs flanking. So I can't get him. Flanking and close combat. So I could close combat him. Does rocky terrain give me any disadvantages for bonus card? Yeah, bonus card and close combat. Okay, so that's fantastic. I probably want to barrage that guy. I probably want to hit him and try to knock out his depth marker so I don't have to close combat him. I'd still have to flank him, but once I take this guy, then that should be easier to do. So do I have anything else? I mean, I've got regular artillery, but that's only 3 points at a time. So there's nothing I can do to knock out the the depth marker. I have my one naval unit, but I kind of don't want to use that right now. So these guys aren't a danger to me yet. So I'll hold off on hitting them because I don't want to close combat them in the rocks and give him literally, I think, 5 cards. 1, 2 for units, 3 for CC, 4 for strength. It would be 5 cards. I don't want to close combat somebody who's got 5 cards. Heck no. So screw that. We're gonna go after this guy. So I need 18 strength here. 18 strength. What do I have? Sorry, my hand's in the way. I've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This guy is disrupted. So I got 10 here. I could come over with this stack here, which is 7, 8, 9, halved and then halved again. So what? 4.5 halved is 2 1/4. So that'd be an extra 2 points. Yay! An extra 2 points. What happened here? What did I just flip? Yeah, these guys are disrupted. Or that guy is disrupted. Wow. Just a 3 strength guy, and it's this difficult to kill him. Alright, he's alone. He doesn't have a depth marker. So yeah, I need 3 to 1, because all 2 to 1 will do is disrupt them. So I need 3 to 1, so I need 18 lousy points to kill that guy. Right? I'm calculating that right. My strength is halved. So I need 9 to kill him. So 9 doubled is 18. I don't think I can get 18. Right? I got 10 here. That's undisrupted. So that's 5. And then these guys are 2 away. If I add some artillery, that's 8. Because artillery isn't halved, is it? Artillery, because they're not going over. So if that's the case, then I've got him. Is artillery not halved? Artillery points used once per game. Supporting an attack. If expending number of artillery points expended is added to the attack strength and satisfies artillery and demolition requirements. It doesn't say whether it's halved or not, but I would have to think that why would you half artillery points? Because they're not like going in, they're going up and over, right? I don't know why they would be halved. But if it's halved, it's 2. So if I got 5 from here, 2 from artillery, and 2 from this hex here, then that's the 9 I need. Right? Because I got 10. Halved is 5. I've got 9 over here. Halved and halved again is 2.25. So that's another 2. So that's 7. And if I take artillery and I half that and round up, it's 2. So that's 9. So I kill him. Or at least I knock him out. Yeah, so I'm going to say that's what happens. So I had just enough. Just enough. Alright, so these guys will lose their disruption. And then they'll gain their disruption because I'm overstacked. So they'll lose their. I could disrupt an HQ and I'll have more strength to hit the next guy. I might do that. I might disrupt that HQ and put this guy up here. Right? I can do that. And this disruption will actually be yellow because it's happening this turn. So those guys went. This guy's eliminated. He's got nothing adjacent to him to back out of. He's still in communication. So he's an elite unit. He's going to go back. Oops, wrong bucket. He's going to go back into the eliminated elite units pile. So this guy loses his disruption. I'll tilt him. These guys I used. There's just 2 guys, no disruption underneath. So whoa, they are tilted. That guy up there. So yeah, I used those 3. Now what? Can't hit that guy. I've already established that. So let's come down here. Now I got that guy that needs a flamethrower and a machine gun. And I got this guy that needs a machine gun to be flanked and to be close combated. Alright, so I haven't used these tanks right here, right? Because the other 2 tanks I used are up here on Suribachi. This guy can't, or on the mountain, on the hilltop. This guy can't reach them. So I can use these guys to barrage this. He's already disrupted, but I want to try to get rid of that depth marker. If there's even an off chance that I'm going to get the perfect match and kill that depth marker, I'm going to go for it. There's no artillery there, so that's the only... I mean, I can't use the tanks for anything else, right? I'm not close enough to attack with them because the barrage distance is 3, but the attack distance is actually 2, which isn't printed on here, but it's in the rule book. So I'm going to try that. I need a brown and I need a diamond. I need a brown diamond on this card to try to eliminate that depth unit. I got the brown. I did not get the diamond. I got the diamond up here. Maybe I can use that. No. Alright, so I got fire color only. So disrupt all units, destroy artillery, possible fortification hit. There's no fort, there's no artillery, so it was, it didn't do me any good, but it was worth a shot. It was worth a shot, and I will continue to do that if I have to try to hit this guy. Now the nice thing is, okay, what's this? If I hit this guy and occupy this position here, this guy's no longer in communication. So when I destroy these units, I believe they're out of the game, even though they're elite. The only way that they will be... No, I think they still go into the eliminated units box. I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter right now anyway. So let's just go ahead and do this. Alright, so this guy needs flamethrower, machine gun. He's not in rocky terrain. He is in level... What level is that? That's probably a low enough level. I don't think that's not 4 or 5. So that's just level 3. Which there's not even a thing for level 3. It's just mountainside level 4 or 5. So I think that's just regular flat out clear, right? I mean, it's really silly. You'd think, I mean, level 1, level 2, level 3, can they put that up here? I mean, either put clear 1, 2, or 3, or, whatever. I got to assume that this clear, and so I don't have to worry about anything. But, mark that if that's the case. Hang on, I just messed some things up over here to the side of the camera. Sorry, meat free. All right, so that guy needs a flamethrower and a machine gun, and I need 9 strength. Whoa. All right, I got 3, 6. And these guys are not going over a bluff. They're on the same level as this guy. So that's full strength to get 6. And then I can take a full strength unit here, come over and get him. And then I can move in. I should probably try to move in with one of these guys though. So I can just get one more off of this stack that I'm not supposed to have. And undisrupt one more unit that I can use. So yeah, let's see if I can do that. All right, so these guys are coming up over a bluff. So that is 6, 7, 8, 9. Halved is 4.5. Round up is 5. And then this guy would be 6, 7, 8. I can use one of these guys to get 2 more to go 10. I've got my machine. Well, do I have my machine gun? Because this guy's lost it. No, he hasn't lost a step. Okay, so this is a full strike. I thought this was a step loss marker. It's actually an engineer. So I can use my engineer to hit him too, because I'm not going to use anybody to hit these units, so I might as well. So that ends up then being, what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 halved is 7.5. Plus 3 straight up is 10. So I got him. These guys, I got a full strength infantry underneath there, so that's the machine gun I need. These guys got the flamethrower, so he's gone. Now, I hit him. He's going to retreat back to here. Right. Elite units. Defeated unit retreats to an adjacent position group hex if not overstacked. Yeah, so I hit him and he moves back. But I need to do that. That's the thing. Is I need to be doing that. So the question is, I hit him, he moves back. Is he disrupted back there? Is he disrupted? And if not, can I barrage him with something and disrupt him? I guess I can. But I've already used my tanks. Crap. So, withdraws to an adjacent position hex, or withdraws to an unoccupied position if occupied but no overstack. If it can't withdraw, place it in the reserve pool for the sector. If not in Japanese communication, can't withdraw. Alright, so there's nothing that says I disrupt him. So really that sucks. I've gained position on him, but he's no longer disrupted. But I defeated him. I beat him. I made him run back. So why is he not disrupted? I mean, you know, the fact that he's still there makes sense, but the fact that he's not disrupted does not make sense. Because that's a disruptive move. I've moved him out of his position. I attacked him so hard that he retreated. So why is he then not disrupted? I don't know. Well, whatever. Alright, so I still have one of these guys that I didn't use that I can move down here. And then undisrupt. I think all of these guys have lost a step. So I'll move the disruption marker underneath the top guy and then disrupt the rest of these guys, right? I think that all of these guys are missing a step. There's a step loss for that guy, step loss for that guy, step loss for that guy, and then the guy I just moved up. All right, so they all have a step loss because of the last time black was undisrupted. So I undisrupted one of them as I moved the other one into this position. Now these were all disrupted, so I don't have to worry about infiltration moves or muff fire or anything like that. And I would assume that I don't have to for the red, and he's not really even in red's field of fire, so that doesn't matter. But he's not disrupted. That, I don't understand that. I think they should be disrupted. I might house rule that mess right there, because that doesn't make too much sense. But so now, oh, this guy would still be in communication because that's only a 3. That's only a 2 strength unit, and I don't have enough steps to make this in my control. Now I could. Did I use one of these? I don't think I did. I didn't use these guys, so I could move one. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And these are, there's a 227 unit there, and this is the 227 HQ. So I'll move this guy, and yeah, stacking. Shoot. There's no good way to do that. There's no good way to occupy that position with more, so I can cut them off. because I can't jump over this guy because it will disrupt them, or it'll disrupt one of them. I'm doing a lot of thinking and I'm wasting a lot of time doing it. I may be overthinking this, but I'm hoping it's at least interesting to you as you're going, yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, or ooh, that is something I haven't thought of, or whatever. But this is me playing the game and thinking out loud as to what I'm going to do. And if you ever played these games, you know that that's what happens. You get this analysis paralysis as you're trying to strategize about how to get in the right position to hit these guys. So do I move that guy there? Because he's now in intense field of fire. He's also next to this guy. He's not going to do anything there. He's not going to... Sorry, my pug is snoring. I guess I do want him to occupy that position. And he would have gone in free and clear anyway. I know I just moved him down. But remember, we don't have any more units out there so in the reserve. So this move, I wouldn't have had to flip a card to see if somebody populates it because there's nobody to populate it. So... yeah, I guess I go ahead and move that guy there. I can't jump anybody over because then I disrupt somebody. Although if I disrupt him, does that matter? Is it important enough? I think it's important enough for me to get someone here to go ahead and disrupt the guy underneath here to do it, right? Because as soon as stacking limits exceed, I'm disrupting somebody. But I'm only disrupting the units that are over the top of the stacking. So if I move this guy here, boom, I've exceeded that stack limit. So I immediately disrupt the guy underneath him. But then I move him off because he's still, right? He's still able to move. All right, pausing. I gotta see if he's still able to move once I disrupt that stack. Yeah, so I think I'm good. Because no limit to the number of steps the unit may occupy, however, the number of units. All right, up to 4 units. The instant this limit is exceeded, all other units beyond this limit are disrupted. It doesn't say which ones have to be disrupted, so I can choose. So as soon as I jump over that, I disrupt one of my choice, which is going to be the guy that's already there, that's already acted. Yeah, that's not important. But one thing as I was looking at this, I found something else that I've missed, and so be it. There's so many things in here, it's too hard not to miss something. But this right here, all right, talking about disrupted units. A U.S. unit cannot recover from disruption if adjacent to an undisrupted Japanese unit or fortification. Now, I know I've done that. I know I've done that over here. I know I've probably done that over there. It's one more thing to try to remember, and one more thing to consider, and it's just too much to remember. So I'm not worried about the fact that I missed it. The game's hard enough as it is. On BGG right now, it's actually every person, including me, who has rated the difficulty or the complexity, I think it is, of the rules is rated at a 5. It's literally the only game I know of out there that is a 5 straight across. And there's only like 12 or 13 people who have. But that's a lot of people. So, the rules here are just super complex to try to remember everything. Anyway, all that to say, where was I? All right, so I'm jumping this guy over to be with his commander so that I've got extra strength on that space right there. Now, that does put him adjacent to the... Well, he's disrupted, so he's not going to fire on me anyway. The red guy will. So if I draw red, that guy's the guy underneath is going to take a hit and become disrupted. But if I didn't move him there, then my headquarters would take a hit and become disrupted. So I don't want that. I want him alive and available so I can hit this guy again next turn. Maybe. We'll see. In doing so, this guy underneath here gets disrupted. And what did I say? We're on yellow? Yeah. So that guy got disrupted with my movement over the top of him. And then over here, I didn't worry about it because it was just... it's back and forth movement. This, I feel like, is a little bit more of an important movement disruption. There, I think I could have figured it out if I would have, on the last turn, I think it was, I could have probably figured it out if I had like an extra 45 minutes. to puzzle it, you know, and figure out, it's like a slide puzzle, right? Moving this there to move that there to move that there. And I just didn't want to do it. It just was not fun to me. So it is, you know, that's what I've done. So, okay, so that guy moved over here. This guy I haven't done anything with, but I don't think there's anything else I can do over here. I decided I'm not hitting this guy. I decided I'm not hitting this guy. I decided this guy doesn't matter to me right now. This guy I just popped. Now, here, and the interesting question is, you can't attack and barrage on the same turn. But if I had something that I could barrage him with, and technically I do, I've got artillery, so I could go ahead and try. Which, by the way, I used 3 points of artillery. I forgot to mark that over here. When I hit this guy over here, I used 3 points of artillery. So I've just marked that. But the interesting thing is, I attacked this hex. Yeah, it was this unit, but I attacked this hex. He just backed up. If I have the strength, can I barrage him? He's revealed. I think I can. I think I can barrage that son of a gun. So I might try to do that with another remaining artillery point. So if I do, yeah, because if I do, then I just need to disrupt the one unit. All I need is a symbol or the fire color. And the fun thing is, he's on artillery now. So if I happen to draw the symbol and the fire color, I can take out that artillery. Yes, we are totally using artillery points to barrage this guy. So give me a red, what do I need? A red diamond. A red diamond. Please give me a red diamond. The D-Day gods. I got a diamond, I didn't get a red. All right, so I got the barraging unit symbol on a 3 strength, so I disrupt him. So at the very least, he backed up, but I was able to disrupt him again, so he's not going to hit my units that's just moved in. Sorry, that just moved in. So I will be able to try to hit him again. And I have a flamethrower, I have a machine gun, so I'm just going to keep smacking him and knocking him back. Because he'll disrupt to here, and then I'll move in here, and then I'll hit him here, and when I hit him here, he won't be in communication anymore. So hopefully that means I can get rid of him. Alright, so that happened. Woo! Let me mark off 3 more artillery points. I've got 1 left in the 5th division, so hopefully I don't need it in the PM phase. Alright, everybody else over here, movement wise, I don't know. There's only 1 unit there. That's a 28. That's a 128. I don't know, do I have any 128s over here? That's a 328. I got my heavy weapon 28. There's a 128 down there, but I can't hop over. Yeah, that would be nice. So let me do this. Now, let me move this guy over here. And move this. I'd like my heavy weapons to like be in the fray. They're not doing anything yet. I feel like they would be effective in here. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, so now I'm going to hop this. Oh, he's a step loss. I thought it was 2 units there. Alright, so I'm going to hop this guy. What do I have under here? Okay, so I can do this. I can do this. Alright, so I got 3 movement with this guy, right? There's a bluff hex right there. If I hop over the bluff hex, he's going to end his movement. So I'm going to game the game, and I'm going to go, there's only 1 infantry unit here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to put him with his buddy. There, I've got him reunited. This guy moved back. Let's see, L3 20, where's the 28s? Alright, so I got some more. Okay, those guys already, no, the tanks went, but this guy didn't do anything. So he's going to move over here to occupy that, which was not in communication. I don't, well, and I don't have any more units over there anyway, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, so this guy here, I can reunite him with, oh, he's a 3, and he's a 328, and he's a 226. Why the heck am I thinking I would reunite him with anybody? These guys are 3s. Over here, there's 2 of them there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how important it is for me to move these guys around right now. I can move some guys off the front line here because I don't need them to take hits anymore. So I can do that maybe. What do I have underneath here? Oh, these guys are disrupted. All right. So I think what I do is I take this guy here. Did I attack with him? Yeah, I attacked with him. I can't move him off because I've already used him. Here we go with the long videos because I got to talk everything through. I hope someone's watching this and enjoying it. I'm enjoying myself. I do have to say that. I'm enjoying myself, which is why I want to play into the night tonight and see what I can do. Whoa. As long as I can quit, probably by 3 in the morning, this whole board's going to be all over the place because I'll have knocked everything everywhere because I'm tired. So yeah, I mean, I got places where I can move people in. I suppose I can do that. I got heavy weapons 27 and 26. Well, the heavy weapon, these, all right, 27, forget that. I'm going with my 27. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to move him back up towards where his people are. So that might be the last 27 that I have in here. Which, oh, I got this HQ, this HQ over here, this 27 HQ, and he's got one friend. He might have more 27s in here, I guess. But all the other 27s are running up there, and he's running in here. In command of... Oh, he was in command of this guy. Now he's out of range, and so the only thing he can command is everything underneath him and around him. So, yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Okay, so anything else I want to move? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because everyone here that's close I used or is disrupted. Yeah. So that's good over there. My 26 heavy weapon, I guess I could move him in. If I go 1, 2, 3, I put him with this 226. And then he might get to fire. I might fire with him. Alright, so I think that's good over here. I still don't want to be rushing these guys out just yet because, although, yeah, I could. Okay, here's the thing. With these guys, the whole raid thing, right, is U.S. occupied hexes with more than one non-U.S. occupied hex adjacent and fewer than 2 non-disrupted U.S. hexes within 2 hexes. So if I move them all together, they're fine, as long as they're not disrupted. So if I can come up and take this position here and just move these guys, but then I have my command range issue. But I think if I keep my headquarters in the middle of them, they're still okay. Yeah, and I had this guy moving up. So let me do that. All right, I gotta stand up for this because... Alright, so I'm leaning in here. Sorry if my arm's in the way. I know I spent 6 videos with my hand just right in the middle of everything. But yeah, so... If I go... This guy can still move this guy. So if I go 1, 2, and there's no units that can come in there, and I go 1, 2, 3, and then I go 1, 2, 3, and then I go 1, 2, 3. I've got this engineer here who can go with him. If I leave that open, though, it's not garrisoned yet. So is it worth it to try to bring the engineer with me? No, I think I'm going to leave him there. Because I'd hate to get into a situation where I've got an R or I've got something where that position can be backfilled. So I am going to leave that there. All right, so those guys are moving up, and I'm going to start trying to move that battalion up into here and maybe take out some of those guys before they get depth. I don't know if that's wise, but that's what I'm doing. All right, so here we go. On our blue, our favorite friend. Yeah, so even after I attack him, he's still going to be in communication. So he's still going to possibly backfill that position. So wait just a minute. Wait just a minute. What if instead of that, all right, that guy was here. 1, 2, 3. If that guy ended up here, 1, 2, and that's moving in here would be, he's occupied by those guys, so it's 1 hex for muff fire. I guess he would maybe suffer muff fire if he came to that hex. Yeah, probably. So what if that guy up there, though, instead of coming up and occupying this position, came right here? What if he came right here? And now I've knocked out communication. You know, he's going to take muff. I got that. I'll draw for that. But what if he instead of going up here, he came here? And then once I defeat that guy, he's not in communication, so he can't withdraw. So he gets eliminated. He goes in the eliminated box, and then he's possibly out of the game. Yeah, I like that. My guy there might take a hit, but I think it's worth it. So I don't want to see a blue. Yeah, I got a blue. All right, so he takes a hit. He's disrupted. But he's still a 3-step, and the 3-step is what constitutes. Well, hold on. Here we go with our long videos again. Hold on. What am I looking for? Communication. All right. U.S. units control a hex. You intersect with 3 steps. Controls 6 hexes. Yeah, so it doesn't say anything about adjacent Japanese. So if I'm at least 3 steps, even it doesn't say anything about being disrupted or anything like that. As long as I am 3 steps, and if I'm 3 steps, then I am controlling the 6 hexes around me. So that dude got disrupted, but he still controls those 2 hexes right there. So that means when I hit this guy, poof, he explodes in the thin air, and he may or may not come back because he's a Japanese elite, and he'll go up in that box, and I will cull. But it's a better shot than him just going back into reserves. Alright, so now I gotta take this guy out and his stinking depth marker. Oh, I need artillery. Oh, that's okay. I got plenty of 4th Division artillery. So I'll use 3 points of artillery. There's no terrain bonuses, so it's 6 points. So I need 12 strength and the weapons. I've got him flanked. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16. Boom. Alright. And so 16, 3 to 1, have the units. JEX, 1 Japanese unit defeated, 1 depth marker eliminated. Nice. He is not in communication, therefore he gets eliminated. If he's not in communication, what happens to the depth marker? You know, I don't know. I mean, does the depth marker, if he's not in communication, he can't withdraw a place in a reserve. Doesn't say anything about the depth marker. Hold that thought. Ho, 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 ho. I did this so right. Alright, so here we are with Japanese elite withdrawal. All this stuff. Alright, right here. Place defeated units not eligible to withdraw in the Japanese eliminated units box on turns 1 through 6. Starting turn 7, defeated units not eligible to withdraw are removed from play. Removed from play. So I cut this guy off. I cut him off bad. I cut him off hard. And I don't know where his death marker went. But he cannot withdraw. So he gone. He's toast. I have defeated an elite unit. That might be the best moment in this game for me. No. Alright, so Sector 2 is wiped out. Alright. I don't fully control those areas yet. So I can't, I think it said when the entire sector is controlled, then the depth markers and the units and everything move over to the next sector. So I would just take those depth markers up there and I would drop them in my Sector 3 cup. But that hasn't happened yet. And because I control that blue, but I don't technically control that purple because it's still in communication. So yeah, as soon as I control that, then Sector 2 is good. But I'm doing well. I'm in business. I'm starting to move across. It's what turn is it? It's turn 11, and I've got Sector 2 completely gone. So that's good. I'm feeling good about that. All right, and as we're closing in on an hour and 15 minutes, and I still have all of Division 4 to do. All right, so I've got these guys that are just my take the fire guys, so they're okay. These guys took out that with the help of their friend from the 5th. Yeah, these guys are all gonna lose their disruption from the last turn. This guy on top is good. Or the 2 guys on top can still do something. I don't know if I want them to just yet. I could try to take on Brown, but I don't want to move them alone. So, all right, this is black position. Let's deal with this black position. This guy needs to be flanked. He needs to be barraged, is what he needs to be. Problem is, all my tanks are down south. I think I have some tanks right here. Yeah, I moved some tanks into this position here. So let's barrage the heck out of him with these tanks first. So it's a diamond. So I want to see. Oh, I have to draw one to see what color the symbol is. So I want a yellow. I want a yellow diamond is what I want. Sweet. Okay, so I got a yellow diamond. I'm going to keep this out here in case I happen to barrage him with someone else. I don't know if I have anybody else, but all right. So I got a yellow diamond. So here we go again. Boom. Barraging symbol, fire and color, disrupted the entire stack, blew away the artillery if it has any, and killed the depth marker. I don't know that it doesn't have a depth marker, but I have a possibility of hitting that that fortification. All right, so let me see. Artillery? No. Yeah, I think I've already established this. All right, so I want to see a yellow, red, or a green on this next card. I want to see a yellow, red, or a green so I can knock that fortification down. I got it. Or yeah, either way I got it. I think I do this and it's okay. Either way, it's good. I hit that fortification. So blammo. Class 2 becomes class 3. So I need to get a class 3. That's a white, right? Yeah. Okay. So that goes there. And also important, he's disrupted, so he's not going to fire on me. Alright, so that was these barraging tanks. Do I have any more tanks over here that can kill anybody? I don't think so. These guys are too far away. Yeah, all my tanks are just like in the back. Where are they? Oh, no, 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 that's right. I moved this guy over here. He's not a 6 strength though. Shoot. Where's my other tanks? I got 2, 4, 5. Where's the 6th guy? I know I have a 6th tank around here somewhere. And in fact, I should have 8. Where are you at? Is it these guys? No, I already looked there. I don't know where my tanks are. I have no idea. Alright, I used those. That's 2, 4, 5. What is going on? Wow. What did I do with my tanks? Alright, well, heavy weapons is undisrupted. I'm going to move him out of dodge. 1, 2. He's back off the line so I can take him out and heal him up. That's a 124. And my 124s, didn't I say that my 124s are back? Yeah, because I was going to try to maybe take those guys off the line as well. There's a tank. 1, 2, 3. But these guys are not next to each other. The only way that I can do the double barrage is if they're on top of each other or if they're next to each other. But at least that solves the mystery of where he is. Alright, well, he's a single unit. Oh, I can't barrage him anyway because he's unrevealed. So all that talking and I can't hit him. Alright, so we're just gonna just lay waste to him. We're gonna fire at him. With this guy and this stack behind him. So that's 3, that's gonna be 11. I can also bring this guy here. So yeah, let's do that. I can just send a house at him. Is that over a bluff? Yes, it is. So that is 3, 7, 15 on this guy. And you know what? Just for good measure, I'm going to send that guy in case it's flanking. They got nothing else to do right now anyway. I'm not prepared to advance on the quarry until I knock this black position out. So I got a crap ton of points and I've got him flanked. So the only way this is not going to work is if he's close combat. Alright. Mortar, bazooka. I'm good. So he's out of there. No more. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and try to jump in. I think I kind of have to. But what happens? Okay, if I jump in, I draw a land. I'm done with this. I draw a card. I look at the landing, and that's the color I need to not see. Right? So the question is, do I want to do that? Because I used that unit here. Probably shouldn't have done that. I probably shouldn't have done that. What did I, and I'm going to back up here. What did I have? I had 3, 7, I had 15 anyway. The only reason I did that was in case of flanking. So yeah, let's say, yeah, if I did it with both of these guys and this guy's still open, I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna game it just a little bit. Sorry. And then I can move in with that guy. He won't take fire from him. He won't take muff fire from purple. Yeah. So he won't take fire. But there's a possibility that it'll be backfilled. I guess that's worth it. Let's try it. Alright, so it's red. Landing symbol's red, so I don't want to see a red on this next card. Okay, brilliant. That worked. It worked. I cheated a little bit, but it worked. Okay, these guys now can become undisrupted because they're no longer next to a hex with a unit. Alright, now these guys, I've barraged them, they're disrupted. I can't attack them because of the flank. I need to get around them. If I move here, this guy fires on me. I could jump these guys around and move here, but then I've activated yellow and these guys fire on me. So either way I'm getting fired on. So who do I want to fire on me less or more? Or who do I not mind firing on me? The other thing is that's 2. So in order to move over here, it's got to be this stack. And they would move here and take fire, and then move there and take fire. So at least if I move here, it's just 1 fire. But then I've got yellow bearing down on me in 6 units, so everyone who moves here is going to get hit next turn if I draw a yellow. Yeah, okay. I've only got a couple of minutes left worth of room on this video right now. Yeah. I gotta flank him. There's no other way other than close combat. Ooh, hang on. Well, if I close combat him, it's 2 cards. I can get 3 cards. Oh, but there's a fort. That's right, there's a fort. So if I close combat, I forget what happens with the fort on a close combat, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to just continue to barrage him until that fort is gone, and then move on him. And then I gotta move on the quarry. So do I move on the quarry now? I think I gotta get through the black position before I move on the quarry, because then I can just wave it in. I know that might be wasting time, but I think it's smart. I think it's smart. I have nothing left to barrage that guy with. I got a couple more things to do on this turn, and I'm at like less than a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and shut this off and come back and film the couple more minutes I need to finish this turn in a minute. Alright, as I was transferring stuff, I was looking at this and trying to figure out what I want to do, and I think what I want to do is I want to start moving down the coast towards this black position, or this red position. Is the red position on the screen? Yes, it is. Alright. Because I think if I can move over here, this is an in yellow field of fire right here, this spot right here. And I can move here, and this is only steady fire. If I can take out this red position, which is not even in field of fire for the quarry, I'm moving units along here. I can kind of come around something might pop up in here, and I'm sure it will, and that might disrail me a little bit, or but that's going to start moving more units this way, which is what I need, because there's just a bunch of units over here that can't do anything. So yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to take. Do I want to take the tank? I can take the tank. Okay, let me take the tank. And I'll try to reunite him with his tank buddy over here. These guys will move into here. Now I can't overstack the tanks. I don't know what happens if you overstack the tanks. So do I want to do that? Yeah, there's no reason not to. Alright, so that happened. These guys will move here. Now, alright, so those are all 3s, which, yeah, that's good. I got my 3 here. This is a whole battalion of 324s. That's perfect. So I send my 324s around and end around. Alright? They're all together. I don't have to worry about being that far away from a command post. They'll still be, as long as they stay healthy, they'll still be able to provide cover from raids. And let's see, we'll move these tanks up into here. Where's this guy's tank buddy? He's over here. I can't move him. Well, dang it. Alright, you know what? I can move him. Yeah, I can move him this way. 1, 2, 3. So right here. Now he's next to his buddy. So that works. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so I've got that group there. They'll do that. Those guys have already happened. Now I got this injured 325 grouping where 2 of these guys are in bad condition. I got 1, knock that stack over. 2, 3, where's my other 325? I want him to be with his guys so that I can pull the whole thing off the line. And I thought I did that. I thought I pulled them all over. I got 1, 2, 3. Those are both command posts. Where's the 4th 325? That's 225. It's 125. That's a heavy weapon. There he is, right there. Okay. So I haven't used him yet. So let me move him off the line as well. 1, 2, 3, just to be with his buddies. And then these guys in the AM phase, or in the PM phase, I have a headquarter phase, so I can pull them off, and I can heal them up. And they're a good candidate to heal up because I'm missing 4 total steps on 2 of the units. So, Chewbacca just went off. Yep, it's just my wife letting me know she got to my daughters. So, alright. So I think that's sound strategy. These guys moving over. These guys have already attacked and stuff. What did I use these guys? No, I didn't. These are 125s. Where? Okay, this is the 125. Okay, so I moved that guy with this guy, and then we're good there. Do I start advancing on purple? Because they could both advance on purple. I could send this guy in. Well, no, because if he gets, well, yeah, purple hit would not be good for my HQ, but I could move this guy in. Yeah, well, it's a double. Yeah, I kind of need to do that. Where's my other 125? Oh, he's up here. He's the guy that came over here and helped with that. He's already done. He's a step left. That's okay, because he's close enough to be in command, and he can come over here and help now. So if I take this guy over here and get ready to start hitting purple, is that sound? Hang on, back up. I need these guys, I think I need these guys to remain strong to try to take out this black and be done with black. There's 6 more black positions plus Suribachi. So 225. All right, so these guys, all right, where's my 120? Okay, these guys are 124, so I can move this guy in here, and he's fine to do so. And he's hopped on top of his friend there. Then I've got a 225 here, and a 225 here, so now I got my 225s together. Okay, this is working out. I got my 125s together. I got my 225s together. I got my 124s together. Where's my other 124? Here he is, right here. Let's go ahead and move this guy over here, hopping on top of his buddy. So I got the 124s together. This side's a mess. This side I'm doing all right now all of a sudden. I got this 223 headquarters who, let's see, okay, so he's got a 223 underneath him. I don't know where the rest of the 223 guys are. I know I got one guy over there. Oh, this is a 5th division. Wait, so I don't have anybody in 4th division. That's off the board in the evening. So I don't have any solos like I do in that one guy in the 5th division. So there's got to be other 223s around here. This is 25 and 24. Where's my 23 command post again? Is it back here? Yeah. Hold it. Why do I have... That doesn't make sense. These guys are supposed to be here, right? Because I didn't overstack that. I think I accidentally picked them up and put them on top of something for some strange reason. He wouldn't have been in blue field of fire, so they were probably back here. I'm going to say that because I know I didn't overstack that. Those are my 323s. They're taking the hits for there. So where are my other 223s? If I've got everybody else in line with where they're supposed to be, are they underneath here? No, that's just the 2 command posts. 325s I pulled off. 324s are moving that way. Are they under here? No, that's a one. These are 124s, which I just moved there. So what the heck? Where's the 323s? Or 223s. 323s are over there too. Oh, up here. Okay. I got 1, 2, and heavy weapons. Who is? Oh, I moved the disruption off of him. Where was this guy? He was here on the X. So I got to do something with these. I took the disruptions off. So yeah, this group in here is all messed up. So let's see. I got a 223 under here. I want to reunite him with his guys that are advancing. So I'm going to go. So now I'm going to have overstacking. 223. Oh, this is just one unit right here. Okay, but that's a bluff. Shoot. That's just one unit. Okay, so that works. All right, so I bring him over here. I go 1, 2, 3, and I start moving him over towards where his commander is. And then I got these guys. Or wait, was that? Yeah, and then this is a 223. But he's already gone. He was disrupted, so I can't start bringing him back over. I got a 123. Where are they? Oh, they're the guys that assaulted here. So he's... I want to leave him there. Well, he was just disrupted anyway, so I can't do anything with him. Or was he? I don't remember. No, the heavy weapons guy was disrupted. So this guy, I don't want to move off this position. So I'm going to keep him. I'm just going to leave him there. All right, I think that's good. I got some other people I can move in. Okay, this guy, whoa. This guy already moved. The C-125 I don't want to move because his guy is there. So I think I'm good because these are the guys I'm pulling off the line. These are the guys that are yeah, so I think that's it. I think that's all I need to do. And I think I've done a pretty good job there. Alright, so that is the U.S. action phase. Now we do Japanese artillery. Over here in Suribachi, we're down to 6. And 2 of that will go over here, so really it's 4. And there's no artillery, so my Suribachi people don't get there. There's like, I actually looked before I started the game because I was curious when I was watching Jeff Fike's videos. I think there's only 5 cards in the entire stack that actually don't have artillery. So I got lucky, I just pilled one of those. So that's that for that one. Now over here, have I taken any artillery? No, I've only taken the 1 spot in here, the 2 spots, and neither of them have artillery. I already took my point away for artillery there, but all the other artillery is way back there. I haven't even hit it yet. So I'm still at 27 there. So 1/3 of that is 9. 1/3 of this is 2, so I got 11 points of artillery in here. 11 points of artillery divided by 7 is 1. It's closer to, 11 divided by 7, actually it's closer to 2. So it's 2. So my 2 buddies, my 2 friends, my 2 scapegoats are taking a hit. I can't remember what color I'm on now. I think I've been removing green. So there's that. And there's that. I'm going to try to do this so I remember that command post is under there. There. Alright, and then over here, I've got the 27 plus the 5, or the what would that be? 18 plus the 5 from over there is 23. So I want to see a high number. Oh, it's 6. Ooh, so I got to hit 4 units. Alright, do I have that many to disrupt? I think I do, because I'm not using them right now to attack this guy. I'm still trying to barrage him and flank it. So if I waste another turn by disrupting, do I disrupt? I can't remember. Do I disrupt 4 stacks, or if I disrupt a stack? See, I mean, I know I keep going through rules that I've already gone through, but I keep forgetting because there's so many rules. HQ immune. Oh, HQs are immune to artillery. I didn't remember that. Unit. Okay, if 2 plus units in a hex, disrupt all units in lieu of step loss. Alright, so I think I just have to disrupt 2 stacks, because it would be 4 units, because I can disrupt all of them in lieu of step loss. Yeah, so I'm probably, if I'm getting that wrong, I'm sorry. Oh, and they don't, yeah, I got to take disruption in order. All right, so let's see. I'll take that stack and that stack because they're farthest away. Okay. All right, so that wasn't too bad. All right, Japanese raid. I think I'm good. Everybody has buddies with them, so we're good there. All right, so that is that. So I'll pause, or I'll stop. I'll load this up with the rest of the things, and then let's move on to turn 12.